Hello, everybody. It is Sunday Sauce. Well, with me here is the usual Yonky. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? How's it going? And yours truly, which is me. So, any reason why you should upgrade? Yeah. Why does it want you to upgrade? I don't know. It's stupid. I'll probably upgrade. I'll probably upgrade later. But I think it's kind of a paid thing, so I'd rather keep that. I'd rather keep the protection I do have on this computer. So, anyways, let me talk about Space Dandy. Shh. God dang. That freaking. Okay. The episode pretty much started how the last episode ended. The Gogol Empire actually finally takes Dandy. We finally understand why they want him so badly. Because he has Pionium, and Pionium can shape the universe and stuff, and everything basically hinged on Dandy, and even the first two seasons kind of hinted at this. Except for the racer and the trucker thing. I missed those two episodes from the first season because, oh my god, don't even, just know that, just know sometimes when you're like relaxed in a hotel and everybody wants to watch everything, you're only just there. We only got one TV. Yeah, you ain't gonna get much results. Anyways, so basically, so Dr. Jail's like, finally, I found you. I'm like, okay. I mean, not like the Pionium thing wasn't like a really cool thing, but I thought it was gonna be something else. I don't know. I was expecting something else, but what I got was pretty awesome. I mean, Scarlet and freaking Honey and freaking QT and Meow, they all freaking came to save Dandy, and it was just so awesome. I mean, it was awesome. Freaking Dr. Jail, the guy that's been chasing Dandy throughout the whole entire series. I don't know if it's really gonna end. It depends if they're gonna they might greenlight it for season 3, but I feel like, how it ended right now as it is, it's pretty good. Dr. Jail's little partner, B. He was a double agent for the Jalco Empire. And he told the Jalco Empire dude, he's like, I'm not gonna work for you guys anymore. I'm done being pushed around by you guys in the Gogol Empire. I'm gonna take Dandy for myself. Freaking Dr. Jail got shot. B shot Dr. Jail. He's like, I'm not dead yet. It took me all this time to catch Dandy, and I'll crush anyone that's gonna take him from me. And so he still shot people. I just thought he didn't graze them, but now he gets shot. But he freaking, I think they didn't show it, but he scolds B so hard. I think he just popped. Freaking awesome. Johnny from freaking Dandy's little band, the Dropkicks, was the I guess the leader of the Jalco Empire, which kind of makes me wonder, because in that freaking episode, Dandy and Johnny, that was, and it was, and the guy who voices Johnny was voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. He's really, that dude's cool. Seriously, he voiced the character and named after his first name. I was like, yeah, I bet you chuckled when your freaking line said, "Here's Johnny." It was just freaking awesome. So, the Gogol Empire wanted to use Dandy so they can control the universe, basically. So it's like he's and Dugdrill is kind of still. Dugdrill's still kind of half alive and half dead. He's like telling Dandy, like, Dandy, you're the only one that can save the universe. And, Dandy's like, huh? He's like, where's my ship? I'll do it. Where's my ship? He's like, and Meow and the other guys were like, your ship got destroyed because we were trying to get here, and oh my god, the ship turned into a freaking robot. I forgot to talk about that. Oh, Jesus, it turned into a glorious robot, and it was just freaking awesome. It was awesome. I mean, I was kind of, since the episodes are connected, I was hoping that, I don't know, I was still hoping that Scarlet and Scarlet will, kiss Danny good luck or something. But, nah. So, but he uses Dugdrill's ship, and he's like, I'd be honored. Again, remember, he was shot, and he's still talking. So he's like, I'd be honored if you use a ship. Yeah. And the others, Honey, QT, and Meow, and Honey, they're like, let's come with you. And he's like, nah. You helped save my life. I can't ask you guys to throw yours away. Don't worry. He's like, don't worry about me, babies. So he's like, so he goes into the ship. He flies into a hole because of their little because the Gogol Empire's little weapon. And then when he goes like he's almost there, there's like freaking dragons in space. There's freaking dragons in space, and I'm like, you can't see it, but my mouth was like open. I'm like looking like, what the? Like, of course. So Dandy, gets inside of it, gets inside the hole. He's just about to give up, but then he sees, I would say he was looking at Honey's underwear and he saw her butt, because, Dandy likes boobies and booty. So he's like, yeah. And then, guess what else happens? He actually gets to meet the narrator. The narrator, which is actually like the voice of God. So, he basically says, I've been watching you for quite some time. I was a chameleonian, and I was a chameleonian once, and now I'm like the voice of God because I transcended a lot of stuff, and I was like, okay. So, were you the chameleonian from the one episode, or nah? But anyways, he basically gives Dan, he's like, the universe is gonna end, and I need a successor. So, he's like telling Dandy he was the only one worthy to be God. And I was like, no, I mean, that's not really Dandy's style, because, man, Dandy loves life, he wants to grow boobies, he wants to fill on butts, he wants to, catch aliens and stuff. He ain't gonna just sit there and be God. It just ain't in his nature. So he's like, enough about being God. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go. And then the voice of God, he's like, Dandy, think about it. If the world blows up, there'll be a universe without a God. I'm like, okay, you've watched Dandy for I don't know how many years, and you don't understand why he would kind of say no. I mean, you've watched them for like I don't know how long, and you should know that Danny would say no because really, in all intents and purposes, he is a free spirit. He's not gonna want to do this if he can't have fun. You know, that's the thing. So the world starts, but he gets out of there. The world starts over, and and then it goes to a scene right back from the first season of the first episode, where freaking Dandy is talking about boobies with QT. But something's different this time. He goes, "Hey, give me a minute, guys. Okay, something's different." He's like, "QT, are you?" Oh yeah, and then and the Wizard God also said, Dandy shouldn't remember like all the like instances of different universes. He said he's like the only one, since he knows all different universes, he can go through different universes because he remembers all his past lives. Like he said, you shouldn't have remembered the you that was a surfer. You should have remembered the you that was a racer. You shouldn't have remembered the you that was a trucker. But you did. But he's like, you do. It's like, Dandy's like, I don't remember any of that. So yeah, there's that. And he said he's like the only free thing that can go through other dimensions. But back to what I was trying to say. So the universe starts over again. Dandy talks about Dandy was talking about boobs and butt from the first episode. And then he just said, QT, are you? And then QT goes, I am me. Like, he's like, Dandy, what you talking about? He's like, it doesn't matter. And then the last, as the credits roll, you just freaking see, like, every little thing throughout the series. Now, guys, I wouldn't say that it's going to get season 3, but if it does, okay, I'm cool with that. But, if it doesn't and it just stays like that, I think that's just fine. I think it ended on a really good note, and I really wish some animes would take that hint. Make a season 2 that is fun to watch and good, and actually is good to watch. Something that actually expands the story, but not having the characters having the characters kind of move towards what they're moving towards, but kind of showing them, more development. And Dandy kind of got that a little bit, most notably in my favorite episode and in a few others. I'm sorry, the Scarlet thing is my favorite episode because I thought like, Dandy's gonna, because in the first episode, I actually said like, Dandy's gonna date her at some point. I know he is. And I freaking wish was answered. And stuff. And pretty much, I don't know. I just wanted kind of Scarlet to like, kiss him a little bit or something, or at least Honey kiss him or something. I wish one of those chicks would have kissed him like once, because I did like the whole Scarlet and Dandy because actually they did have a little bit in common, so it just would have worked. It would have worked. But I didn't talk about all the epic scenes because I can do them justice talking about them. So, I mean, when the DVD comes out, when both of the DVDs come out, watch that last episode. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Now, guys, what did you think about this? What did you think about the episode? Well, I like. Well, Bugsy, I did like the episode because god dang. Because god dang, it was epic. It was awesome. The scenes before the end was pretty cool. There were dragons in space. It was awesome. What do you think, X? It was, well, for lack of a letter, for lack of a better term, it was epic. I liked it. It was really good. And, I just don't understand why we can't get season 2s that are both fun and they grow the character. I mean, even though that Space Dandy episodes are just standalone episodes, they do have a common link. You know? So, in a way, Dandy did get the development that he kind of needed. You know? So did everybody else. It just made me wonder, it just made me think, why can't we have that with other animes? Bugsy, why have you watched Sword Art Online 2? I will, but not now. I will. But, I'll give it a minute. Yeah, I'll go on Crunchyroll later and probably watch some of the episodes to kind of catch up. But, all in all, I freaking love Space Dandy. I loved Space Dandy for everything that it was, for everything that it did, and for everything that it was saying. I mean, it wasn't saying anything really truly profound, but it was good. And I wish that other animes would follow suit. I know you guys praise Evangelion like it's a masterpiece, but to me, Space Dandy is a masterpiece. A masterpiece in comedy. And in certain moments. And I will never forget how freaking awesome it was. Though I think they're gonna be re-airing the episodes, and also Beware the Batman. Beware the Batman, as you all know. Beware the Batman, as y'all know, is finally done. Because they showed the unaired episodes. I watched a few. But I was really hoping to watch some Hellsing Alternate, which I didn't get to watch. Because, all the Beware the Batman episodes I really liked. I really liked that they showed the unaired episodes of Beware the Batman, because I misjudged that series. I really feel a lot of people misjudge that series without really giving it a chance, because people are always like, oh my god, the character models for Batman and all the other characters, oh my god. But really, when I think about it, I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I wonder what they're gonna fill. I want to know what they're gonna fill in its place with now that it's done. Probably Young Justice. So yeah. So what'd you guys do this week? And Bugsy, I was just chilling. Writing the other half of Professor What. Well, you were working on your review. Oh, good. What are you doing, X? Just kind of focusing, just doing one of my hobbies. Nothing really to report. How was your week? Basically, how was your half of that week? How was your half of the weekend? Pretty good. You know, guys, we're going to, yeah, you know, guys, it's almost like after Sunday, when it hits Friday, it's gonna be Super Smash Brothers time. Trust me, I know, Bugsy, I know. You're just all excited for it, like a kid on Christmas. I can't help it. I've been waiting for this game. I've been waiting for this game since it was announced, and it was like that was like when the Wii U was that was like when the Wii U was announced to come out. And that was a few years ago. And now, you know, Super Smash Bros. Is finally here. And regardless of what the naysayers and people are saying is overhyped, it deserves the hype. Okay, it deserves the hype. Just because some of you and Gligar Vids are Nintendo haters, like, oh, you'll never appeal to hardcores. Who the fuck cares? You know, Nintendo's doing fine. I mean, they are trying to appeal to hardcores, but if they don't, they're still gonna do fine. You know, whether you Nintendo haters and Gligar Vids like it or not, they're still going to be around, so enjoy making your little pointless videos about freaking Nintendo failing. Because really, to me, they're not failing. They're getting back their footing, man. They're getting back their footing, and they're showing that they're gonna try and they're getting the Wii U up on its feet. The freaking DS is doing all right. Bayonetta may be flopping in Japan, but they're still trucking on. And no matter what you Nintendo haters say, they're still gonna freaking do Nintendo stuff. So you can sit there, get a little Call of Duty, play that forever, and go pee in your pants. Cry in your crib that freaking we Nintendo fans are just enjoying our Nintendo stuff while you guys play the same over and over again, and don't have new experiences because you can't get out of the first person shooter bracket. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is just go. For all the Nintendo haters that just hate Nintendo, go. For most of you, just go fuck yourselves. Because obviously, you know, maybe E3 wasn't a kind of a wake-up call for you guys to get like a Wii U. I really don't care. I mean, if you hate Nintendo, you know, it's fine. But seriously, just understand that there are Nintendo fans, and they will beat you down. So again, people need to, you know, people and Gligar Vids need to like freaking watch what they say, or shit will jump off on them. And I'm not saying this is like a direct threat from me. It's just something that's gonna happen to you guys, and it's just gonna happen. So there it is. So guys, we got a few minutes. What do you want to do? Oh, can we watch Stan Berman's review? Yeah, sure.
Del Taco are jam-packed with delicious ingredients like fire-roasted vegetables and freshly grilled chicken.
So here's a game called Turtle Simulator. It's a game where you play as a turtle. Let's see if it's any good or not. Look.
But seriously, check out his reviews. They're funny.
Here, I don't like turtles. In fact, I hate turtles. My entire family was killed by turtles. My parents, my two sisters, my brother, we were all on a trip, on a vacation. They fell off a truck in the middle of the woods, and a bunch of snapping turtles came out of the woods and just started snapping at my family, literally eating them alive.
they're big enough. Yeah, that can happen.
in front of me. It was horrible. And my sisters, my brother, they were all children. Even my parents were children.
What? No, I mean, dude, I know you're telling a fake story, but how does that make any sense? I'm not trying to be messed up.
It kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, but I'm going to be a professional because I'm a professional video game reviewer. Look, I know this is a gaming channel. I know it's supposed to be all fun and lighthearted, but could we have like an honest discussion for once in our life, for once, about turtles? I mean, the media loves to talk about celebrity gossip. They love to ignore turtle stories. Turtle apologists will be quick to point to cute little turtle cartoons like Finding Nemo or Shark Tale or whatever stupid propaganda they try to.
What about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Talk about that. Oh yeah, guys. Also, I'm gonna do a review on the season finale. I still have it on my DVR, so I'm gonna go watch that. Again, Doctor Who seems that BBC America's having some difficulties broadcasting on Cox for some reason, because it's been saying it's been temporarily off the air for a while, and I've been missing Doctor Who, and it's been ticking me off, and a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to get on demand to work. I'm gonna get on demand to work so that I can watch the episodes that I missed, which is now 2. Stuff like that. Or actually, I may just restart my cable box. Maybe that's what I need to do. But basically,
They try to ram down our throat about these so-called turtles, but the fact is, turtles are killers. They are the lions of the water kingdom.
Yes.
They are basically lions with shells, which makes them more dangerous than lions.
You guys want to freaking sing something with me? You know what we want to sing with you, man. I was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Behind the Darkness. Mikey turns evil and basically almost kills the turtles. I'm like, pretty awesome. I mean, that was more compelling than that was actually more compelling than the actual movie of this year, which sucked. Because it really tests how these brothers would handle it if that happened. I know, I looked at it and I thought Splinter was dead, but no, he's still alive. Mikey was just getting possessed by a spirit. Okay, and give me another minute, folks. Alright, I just got some Coke Zero, so I'm good. But, you guys want to know what? Happened with that story? Basically, Mikey turns evil because, I think one of the turtles, and I think it was probably Raph, either wrote weak or something, and he just kind of lost it. And, the force that was possessing him was, just kind of got in, He was like, probably like, Mikey, I can give you the power so you're not weak anymore. And he kind of becomes kind of the Shredder because he works with the Foot. And he calls himself Midnight, like, okay. I mean, personally, Mikey would become evil. But I wouldn't think he'd work with the Shredder. I don't think he'd work with the Foot. Anyway, I think he just kind of would want to kill them. If he really turned evil, I don't think he'd work with the freaking Foot. And I doubt the Foot would even want Mikey to work with them after all the times they've thwarted their plans and whatnot. So I just wanted to interject some actual factual realism, but and I'm not saying it's a bad concept, because there were times where Shredder Shredder became, where freaking Raph became the Shredder at one point. So, yeah. Again, it's not a concept. It's really not a concept. It's really, like, not a bad freaking concept. Because it's been done before, but it hasn't been done enough, you know? So I kinda like it. Though, every time I was looking at the comments, I think the person who made the comic actually writes, like draws Yao comics. He's like, this one chick's like, you draw more Yaoi comics? Like, chick, talk about the freaking comic. God dang. You want some Yaoi? You want to see some Yaoi figs? Go somewhere else. This is some hard shit right now. It's freaking awesome. It's actually pretty cool. You talking about Yaoi comics? I just wish they'd do that for the movie, like a concept like that. Now that'd be something to watch. Because the Ninja Turtles in the movie were kind of like they were cool. Michelangelo tried to save it. I mean, he tried, and he was funny at it. But that's pretty much it. But I still like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles no matter what. Eee. What are you trying to say? Like, nah, I was looking at Never Ending Nightmares thing, I was like, oh. So, anyways, I was just like, so I still like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but again, I'm still holding hope for the sequel, and if it doesn't impress me by next year when it comes out, I'm not really gonna enjoy it. I'm not really gonna enjoy that franchise. It has to do something that will impress me, because my cousin's like, oh, they can't explain why Karai's in there. I almost said Jirai. They can't explain why Karai's in there, why freaking Shredder's in there too, because they're building it up for the sequel. I was talking to my cousin about this. I wanted to say, bull crap. They could have talked about their backstory even a little bit. Like, seriously, you don't dunk characters basically in a reboot, and it's supposed to be the jumping on point for new people that are trying to get into Ninja Turtles. Or at least the old fans that don't know who Karai even is. Like, I know who Karai is, but I know a lot of other probably old Turtles fans that watched the old 80s cartoon and haven't watched anything other Ninja Turtles related since wouldn't know who she is. So they just kind of threw her in there. Didn't say, hey, one scene with her backstory would have been fine, and then they could have expanded on it. So they could have done that with Shredder. And I'm not saying the movie would be any better, but Jesus, it would be good. It would be okay. And freaking Raph is like, I didn't truly like the whole, Raph is like, I love you guys. I was saying I was leaving because I was scared, and I love you guys and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, Raph, I've always known that's the reason why you act like a douche. Thank you, I already knew that. People that even haven't watched the series even know that too, and I'm like, we know this. Okay, Raph, We know this. You know, you're not the yeah, we know. We know you freaking tough, but you're freaking soft on the inside. We get it. We get it. You got that creamy nougaty center on the inside. You know, and I feel like that was kind of rushed because we only see him be a jerk to his bros like in a few scenes. And not like a whole bunch of them. So then there's that. Again, I don't care. I thought the Brad hitting on freaking April was funny. And movie about like, oh, they make Michelangelo extremely, make him like he gets really horny around April. Dude, I mean, movie Bob, I'm not trying to be messed up, but in the new show, they have Donatello wanting to get with April. I mean, not hitting on her in the extent that Mikey was, but pretty up there, man. Pretty up there. What'd you guys think about the Ninja Turtles movie? Like, honestly. Because I saw it again, I was looking at MovieTube and stuff. And really, it still isn't that good. Now, how about we talk about freaking April talking to her boss like, these turtles that were once my pets at lab are now these huge, giant turtles. Like, April, do you understand like a logical person that hasn't seen these turtles would think you're crazy? And they're like, why? And she's like, she was looking at her and Vern like, why don't you guys believe me? Because people would think you're insane. You know, that was just like, I was like, April, you're dumb. Megan Fox did a good. I still think Megan Fox did a good job with what she was given. Personally. Well, I did like Megan Fox in that movie too, Bugsy. Yeah, for a certain scene in particular. Yeah. Unless you act like a sleazeball every time. I'm just saying. But I think we're done here. Okay, the next review will either be Ninja Turtles or the Family Guy and the Simpsons crossover. So yeah, see you then. This has been Bugsy. This has been Yonky B. See you later, you mooks. This has been X. Stay beautiful, people. Stay beautiful.